Hi, I'm Annalisa Rutstein.
And I'm Jeffrey Rutstein.
And we are the creators of the Effortless Method for Lasting Weight Loss. And welcome to our second video in our 10-part series on the skinny on weight loss myths.
Myth number 2. Skipping meals, especially breakfast, will help you lose weight. We are all familiar with this one. It's related to the idea that if you eat less, you will lose more weight.
And it can be very easy to skip meals, given the hectic and pressured pace of our lives. And often you may feel a bit sleep deprived, and frequently our morning routines are rushed, which make it even easier to just simply not eat or grab just a bite.
But there's a catch. This myth is false for many reasons, and it's because of how your brain and body are hardwired for survival. If you skip breakfast or eat only a tiny bit, you send a message to your brain that maybe things are not okay. Your body is programmed to be wary of famine. So anytime you go long periods without eating, you trigger the vital survival response, which among many things begins by conserving calories and storing fat. And this is not good for weight loss.
Your body, in effect, is wondering, maybe there will not be food for a while. Maybe this is the start of a famine or prolonged time of food shortage. Remember, your body is programmed to survive, and one of the ways it will is by conserving energy so that you'll live. So the body slows down metabolism, which directly reduces the calories you burn. At the same time, it goes into fat storage mode, so those calories can be used for energy later when needed. It will also inhibit the growth of muscles, because during famine, you die if you're lean and live longer if you're fat. This is the brilliance of your body and brain.
Unfortunately, this is the opposite of losing weight and keeping it off. So skipping breakfast is a real no-no when you are trying to lose weight. But to make the situation worse, you might have a breakfast that consists of only coffee. Well, you might think, it has some calories and gives me that needed morning boost. And yes, coffee or tea with caffeine does indeed give us a nice rush of energy. But it comes with a cost. We are not saying that coffee and caffeine are bad. But if that is all that you have, then the caffeine itself will trigger the stress response.
In fact, it can actually mimic the stress response in your body by the chemical cascade it releases into your system. It raises cortisol levels, which tell your body to stop building muscle and start storing fat. And in particular, cortisol signals the body to store abdominal fat. So skipping meals and drinking caffeine send a 1-2 punch to your nervous system. It triggers a strong activation of the stress response and can cause chemically induced weight gain.
And when under stress, whether real or perceived, the body responds in a surprising way. It begins to crave emergency fuel, which is calorie-dense food that is high in sugar and carbohydrates. In a real emergency, this becomes a quick source of energy to help us fight or run for our lives.
However, in our usual daily life, we don't have to fight for our lives or run away. So when we submit to this craving for donuts or pizza or other junk food snacks, the potential emergency fuel just ends up being stored as fat.
Now, beside the changes we just mentioned that will occur in the morning, skipping breakfast can impact your food choices the entire day by making you crave more food with more sugar and carbs. But what if you also skip or skimp on lunch? Perhaps you are too busy, and so you have another cup of coffee, diet soda, or a light snack. You might be tempted to pat yourself on the back and say, well, at least I'm not overeating today.
But sooner or later, you find yourself really running out of steam, and you feel ravenous. This is because you're low in blood sugar and your body is thinking there's a serious nutrient and calorie deficiency. Your body is trying to get you to eat by triggering a strong hunger. So later in the day, maybe late afternoon or dinner, or even later, you begin to eat. Studies show that people who eat most of their calories late in the day tend to have more body fat, be more overweight, and have a more difficult time losing the weight. So, when you're skipping meals, you're actually working against your goal of losing weight and keeping it off.
That's it for myth number 2. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, share it, and leave a comment. We really do want to hear from you. And be sure to go to theeffortlessmethod.com and enter your name and email to make sure you are on our list and get the rest of this 10-part series sent right to your inbox as soon as a new video is released. Until then, bye for now.